Well, back at the gas pump, and you guys know this is the story of the country right now. Gas prices, Epstein, crypto falling off a cliff, and what else is the stories? War. But despite all of that, I do still believe we are in the golden era that Trump is talking about. Not that I'm a huge Donald Trump opponent, Donald Trump supporter, or, but I could feel that when you do take deep cuts in the country with big systems, financial system, economic systems, real estate, school, a bunch of things happen, there's going to be, especially like when you pull something back, it's going to have an equal reaction in the opposite direction. So when you have a bunch of bad stuff happen, there's going to be a ton of good that will come. So it's a matter of time. Is it going to be in 2026? I don't think so. I think we'll hit the bottom of this in 2026, right around the 4th of July. And we'll kind of round out throughout the rest of the year. And I think 2027 we'll start to curve our way back up. 2028 we'll be climbing. And then I think for the next 4 to 8 years after that, 2032, 2036, we're gonna hit like just crazy all-time highs, and I think that's the golden era that Trump is talking about. I think everybody's fixated on just his reign, but I think he's setting up the Republican Party and the country for that era. For Eric and Donald Trump to take over, not as president, but I think they're his entire empire, and then for the Republican Party to really just run with this new system, that they're creating. It's a very good system. People just can't see it. It's going to take time for people to adopt. So, anyways, we just left work in the job. Today we are going to work out, and then we are going to go to dinner. I think we're going to go get some hibachi, and then we're going to go see an awesome movie, Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. I'm excited. I heard it got great ratings, and can't wait for some butter popcorn. So put $40 in, only got me a little bit over a half a tank, so fantastic. Is what it is. You gotta pay to play, and you gotta make the money to buy a ticket. I've been loving that saying lately. It's from a movie, I believe, but it's, what it means is like, if you want to succeed or you want to do anything, you gotta make the money to buy a ticket. You want to sit at the right table, you gotta do the right things. I've been trying to sit at some big tables. I ain't got no fucking ticket. You ain't gonna sit there. So, you want to win at trading with these big accounts, well, you gotta make the money to buy the ticket. You gotta make the money to buy the prop accounts. You want to have a huge dividend portfolio, well, you gotta make the money to buy the dividend stocks. So, there's a lot of stuff you gotta do. There's gotta be a lot of things that happen to get results, and I think that's why people get frustrated in the world, because they're just like, all they see is, oh, we're at war, we're dropping bombs. It's like, it's not about what we're doing right now, it's about what's the result from it. So, and I know people might see this and just be like, well, is the result killing people and all the negativity? It's like, it's not I'm not saying that stuff doesn't matter. It's just, decisions aren't easy, and you're not always right. That's the thing. It's like, are we not all human? Not, say I was talking about crypto today, for example, to a coworker, and he was like, sell all your Bitcoin, sell all your crypto because, you know, Epstein created Bitcoin. And I'm like, even if that's the case, like, it's technology. If Steve Jobs was a weirdo, or you find out some crazy info, you guys are gonna all throw out your iPhones? There's no fucking way. Find out Zuckerberg, you guys are never gonna go on Facebook and Instagram again? You know, like, or, you know, you guys are just gonna, let's say you find out Henry Ford, you know, raped somebody. You guys are never gonna drive a Ford, you're just gonna all throw out your Ford? You know, like, it's just, especially when things are down the line, you know, it's like, Epstein is supposedly dead. Anyways, the technology's already here, it's built, it changed the world. You know, so, it's just, I don't know, and I'm just kind of fucking talking right now, guys, like, this was not part of it, I literally just clicked play, or clicked record, so, it's just, I guess this is the start of the vlog. I think this is the first clip. It's just today. It's 91 degrees in Florida, and just made $97 working my ass off. Like, what type of shit is that? You know, so I'm sick of that. I refuse to live in a world that I'm in right now, so I do actions daily so that I can get out of it. It just takes time, you know, and people are not willing to go through time, or if they are willing to go through time, they're not willing to do the right actions during those moments. They're like, oh, I could wait 30 years and let my money compound. It's like, well, but are you willing to work a really good job to actually, like, fuel all of that? Or are you willing to start your own business? Like, there's so many things that, you know, you could do to help kind of like scale what your goals are. You could have a goal, and you could have the same goal, but at a scaled version. So, you know, there's a lot of people that say, you know, they want to be traders, investors, and you could be at the bare minimum of, like, I just buy the S&P, you know, $1 a day. Or you could buy the S&P and you could leverage from it. That's another level. Or you could also be a day trader that trades futures of the S&P. You know, so there's so many levels to it. Back to what I was saying is, like, this life made $97. Working from 10 a.m., you know, I left at 9 a.m. I'm getting home at 5:30. Like, it's just, it's a trap that we were all born into, and sadly, it's taken years to break out of, for me personally, and I think people are really realizing that now, and they're, like, getting frustrated, I think, because our money doesn't go as far. Like, I just made 97, but $40 just went to my gas tank. It's only half of my tank. And this is gonna I'm gonna need gas again in 2 more days. So it's like, oh, well, these are the privileges. You have a car to move around, and, like, but we had those things years ago, and our money went a lot further, you know. We have more access to things. We have more diversified options to choose from. I understand that, you know, there wasn't a Salty Shamrock and all these freaking different places all around. But a house was $15,000, and now it's $1.5 million. Okay? So you're telling me that a house that I would buy today for $500,000 is going to be worth $5.5 million one day? And we're going to get that same type of return? Don't know. Don't think so. And if that's the case, that means that fucking gas will be $400 to fill up. Okay? So if that's the world you want to live in, no, pass. I think what needs to be is very stable pricing, and the only way we could live in a deflationary world is off of real assets, such as gold, silver, platinum, bronze, Bitcoin, Doge, XRP, ADA, Litecoin. These things that are fixed. Shit, you could even fucking peg dollars to a Pokemon that we know that there's only X amount of Charizards in the world. It's a crazy thought, but that's better. You know? You could peg eggs to fucking a Charizard. And that would be way better. So that was a crazy. No, we're not going to do that. It might work in the wrong direction. But you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't get what I'm saying. I don't know. So I ran out of hair gel. So today I used extra virgin olive oil. By the way. Fuck it, man. It's what the Greeks do. Or maybe the geeks. Maybe the geeks do that. Alright, we're pulling back up to the crib right now. We're going upstairs. Excited to see little Addie. And take her out. And then go from there. So 5:30. We gotta move. We got time. It's of the essence. The movie's at 10 o'clock though. But I think we're gonna get dinner at about 7:38. Me and Leo just love this place. Little Andy's before the movies. I wonder what I'm gonna get. Just kidding. I've gotten the same thing since I was like 18. So for the last almost 10 years, I don't think I've tried. No, I don't think I've ever done anything.
Listen, if it works and you love it, don't change it.
I do love it. I think it's but I like this place is such a vibe. Like it's such a. Oh. Like they say, it's movie time. What you know about Hail Marys? I know something. Oh yeah, like not gonna see me. Well,
AMC Theaters. We make movies better.
If you haven't done so already, silence and put away your phones to eliminate distractions. Please don't talk, text, or post.